Alright, guys, we're going to start off with oils. These are a couple oils I use in this perfume formula. You can use whatever oils you choose. It's preference, really. Any carrier oils will be fine. Here's some DPG and perfume with alcohol. If you are making alcohol-based perfume, I will be doing both. And here are some of the fragrance oils and essential oils I'll be using in my fragrance. Um, you can, again, this is our preference, but these are the ones that I'm using today. You will also need 2 amber bottles. These are 2-ounce amber bottles that you'll put your final formula in once you're done mixing everything together and you got your final solution. And here is some pipettes. I would say to use glass pipettes if you can, but if you cannot, plastic pipettes work just fine. And you also need some glass containers for your mixture. I have a 50, 100, and 250 milliliter beaker here. But like I said, you can use a glass bowl, a glass cup. It doesn't really matter as long as it's glass. That is the best way to go. And of course, you're going to also need your, perfume bottles. I have an oil and spray 5 milliliter perfume bottle here. I will be transferred over to 10 milliliter bottles, but I'm just trying to run out of these first. And you also have additives, which could be colorants and botanicals. These you don't have to put these in. This is by choice. So I have a few colorants here. I will be using the red one, and I also have botanicals. I have some lavender buds, which smells so amazing, you guys. And I also have some rose buds, some dried rose petals. Sorry, that will be also put into the perfume. So yay! So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start mixing the fragrance oils together. I am doing a 16% dilution, which rounds out to 0.52 ounces of fragrance. So that is basically what I'm going to go ahead and start mixing. My scale was actually so wonky today, so I just went by like my normal calculation. 1% of essential oil is 20 drops and so on and so forth. I'll use 5% of my fragrance oils, which rounds up to be 17 ounces, things like that. So yeah, you guys, you see in the beginning I was having trouble with that first fragrance oil, but after that everything was kind of smooth sailing. Everything, came out in drops. So you guys, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this perfume. I know that it's mainly a rose and lavender scented perfume. That is what I really was going for. Of course, I added a couple of base notes in there to, for strength and longevity. But it smells really, really good, you guys. Like, I love the way it came out. So yeah, as you guys can see, like I said, I'm just adding all the different fragrances and essential oils I wanted to put in the perfume. My main 2 fragrances was my fragrance oils, and I added an equal amount of essential oils. I did, however, add less essential oils. Next go round, I will be reformulating this one just a little bit different, but not too much, because I did think the fragrances was a little overpowering. But as it sits, it's a wonderful scent. But I do want to add a little more essential oils next time, because essential oils can be very overpowering. So I was a little afraid, but next time I know that it's all going to be fine. So as you can guys see here, I'm actually doing the oil mixtures now. Now I was doing a 100 milliliter or 3.4 ounce solution, which I did round down to 3 ounces. So like I said, I will be adding botanicals to it, which will make up the 4-ounce difference for the perfume. So I went ahead and round that down to 3 ounces of, carriers. I also did double the fragrance oil load because I am making both oil based and fragrance oil based and alcohol based. So I did actually double what I did for my fragrance oil, so I can have enough for both, obviously. Which would be 52 ounces in the oil base and 52 ounces in the alcohol base, with the 100 milliliter total formula for both. So I added camellia seed oil, I added, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, some of my favorite oils, avocado oils and things like that, this mixture. What else? I had coconut oil and vitamin E oil. I added, different mixes of those, based on like usage, like different uses that I had with each oil, knowing what I like, what I didn't like of each oil. And as you can see, they blended very, very well. And as you can see here, I'm now going to add the fragrance oil with half of that solution, and the other half will go for the alcohol base. And as you can see, it's really, really pretty. As you can see, it actually was kind of sitting inside of the oil, so I had to give it a good mix, which I would have done anyway. But I just made sure I mixed it so it could get nice and incorporated. As you can see, it blended so well. Nothing is separating, and I'm so happy, guys. That's one thing I hate when making a fragrance is separation. Sometimes you can't even fix the formula, so it'll be awful. And right here, I'm adding DPG. And one thing about DPG, it does make your solution cloudy, but don't worry, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cool and chill this mix, and it's gonna go right back clear. I promise. So don't be afraid about that, you guys. It will clear out. I know it looks a bit cloudy, but it'll work itself out. Um, so yeah, you guys. So this is the oil solution, and I'm gonna do the alcohol, which is super simple. I'm just gonna add the 4 ml of DPG, 4 grams of DPG, and whatever, DPG, and I'm gonna add the rest of it as the ethanol. So as you can see, that's just me pouring the ethanol in. And I did add colorant to this. Like I said, I did use the red colorant, but I was supposed to mix it with some distilled or purified water, whichever you choose. I usually go distilled, but I did not, and I'm going to tell you that why you should not do it like that. You should always mix your colorant with water first. So as you can see, I added the fragrance oil, and of course it mixed perfectly with the alcohol. Now, this does not always happen. Sometimes they do separate. I have had fragrances that I bought elsewhere where they separated, which is not good. I hate that. But mine did not, so look at me. So as you see, I added the colorant directly to solution. I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to put in water because it does not completely dissolve. So you have those little flakes floating around, so I had to strain it, and eventually I did put a little water, a little distilled water in there to, make it, blend completely, get completely saturated. And here's the end result. As you can see, the oil is kind of clearing up a little bit. It will become completely clear again, I promise you guys. And as you can see, this is the color I got in. It looks pretty pink, but it does turn into a nice pretty red later on. You guys will see it once I actually put it inside of like the containers and stuff, which I'll show you guys in just a second. But yeah, you guys, this is like a basic way of making perfume. First I mix the fragrances together, then I mix the oils, and then I mix it together. It's basically that simple. It's all about calculating the allowed percentage of each fragrance oil, and determining how much you want to dilute with essential oils, and keeping in mind of the total amount of essential oils and fragrance oils that you're using in total. So that is something to keep in mind. Like I said, I did a 16% concentration. Oh, here I'm just pouring in the containers. But like I said, I did 16% concentration of fragrance oils in total for my solution, which is at la toilette, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you guys, I use no more than a 1% dilution for each fragrance oil, and I split up the difference between the 3 fragrance oils that I use, and they gave me basically the overall amount. I actually, which is the total amount that I needed to make the 100 milliliters, even though I was supposed to make a little less, but with the mistakes of my scale, it just didn't work out like that. So here are the end results, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge. I'm going to wrap them up in plastic, put them in the fridge so they can chill for a week. And here we are a week later. I'm going to go ahead and start filling my containers. So these are the spray containers that I'm filling first. And yeah, you guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the rose petals. I'm going to go ahead and add the lavender buds. And I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys see me fill them up. So yeah, you guys. These are the oils, and these are the sprays. And these will be available next on the 22nd of August, so next Saturday. These will become available, so you guys can purchase them. They are limited for now. So yeah, you guys, if you're interested in a spray or the oil, again, like I said, next week, August 22nd, they will become available. And yeah, you guys, they are so freaking cute. They are so freaking cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you guys have a good day, okay?